6 turnkey solutions to get you connected to AllStar. 6 companies or 6 devices that use AllStar for amateur radio to connect you into an internet-connected repeater system. I got a lot of really good things to say about this. Let's go. I've been pretty big into AllStar for the past couple of years. About a year and a half or so ago, I brought Kyle and Freddie Mac onto the channel, and we installed an ASL3 server into a cloud that anyone can connect to. The AllStar Hub, I call it the Ham Radio 2.0 AllStar Hub. It is 43136, and anyone can connect to it at any time. It was the star of the drive to and from Orlando Hamcation in 2026. I just returned from that trip. I decided to make a video about AllStar to tell you how you could get connected to AllStar and talk more about it. But I left Texas on Monday, arrived in Orlando on Wednesday morning, took my time to get there. I was connected to my hub 43136 through my mobile node in the truck just about the entire time, and I was able to have conversations with numerous people who were going to Hamcation and some people who weren't able to make it and just sitting at home connected to the AllStar system. This is a fantastic part of amateur radio. If you're into DMR or D-Star or System Fusion, those are fine also, but I've been really enjoying AllStar lately because you can use any radio. It's analog voice. It's a digital connection over the internet, but it's analog voice, and it is a great system. I highly recommend you get on AllStar. Get AllStar connected right now and connect to 43136 and talk to us. I'm going to talk about 6 different devices and ways you can do that in this video right now. This first one is one of the ones I have used the most. I started out with, this is a SHARI kit, SHARI, which is the SA818 Ham AllStar radio interface. This one here that looks like it's a double USB point, I started with this one. I ran this in the truck for a while. Since it was mobile and it got bouncing around the truck, it got damaged fairly easily because it was a USB connection. They also make a PiHat version. They make it for the Raspberry Pi 3, Raspberry Pi 4. I think, yeah, here's one right here for a Pi 5. Here's one PiHat for the 52 Pi case right there. So several different versions of the SHARI node, depending on which Pi you have. You can get it for UHF and VHF. He actually was at Orlando Hamcation. Something as a side note here, I thought that AllStar was vastly underrepresented at the Orlando Hamcation. Those of you who sell AllStar, if you're listening to this video, make plans to attend the larger ham fests. I know that Repeater Builder goes to Hamvention. I'm not sure about the rest of these guys, but we're going to talk about several of them today. So let's get some more AllStar representation at the larger ham fests. But the SHARI node is a great node. I've got 2 or 3 of these. Again, VHF or UHF. They're monoband, and you can run them off of various Pis. He had one on his table that was a Pi 02, and I don't see that one on his website. I think it's a fairly new design. One of the first AllStar nodes I ever ran was the SHARI hat, and I've built these on live streams before. I've run several of the guys who were connected to us this week ran one of these, and this is a great place to start. You can get these fully assembled and fully configured and order them that way and pay a little bit extra money, or you can buy it as a kit and put it together yourself. However you want to do it, lots of options out there. The second one I got, this one actually is a little bit older, and I have had this a little bit longer than the SHARI. This is a kit from Repeater Builder. It's not really a kit. They make what they call RIM devices, R-I-M devices. So this is a RIM Lite V2. These are repeater connections, repeater interface module, I think is what that stands for. And for various different types of repeaters. I have a Bridgecom BCM repeater. I have their 440 repeater that I used on DMR for a while. I'm thinking about turning that into an AllStar repeater. I have yet to decide which interface device I'm going to put on the back of it though. But I have this RIM Alinco device. It's actually right there. And it runs on the back of an Alinco 220 monoband radio, which has the DB25 connector in the back of it, and it's beautiful. It runs great. It's not online right now because my Raspberry Pi died. Has nothing to do with the RIM device at all. Right now, I was looking this up to make plans for this video. They've got an RIM Alinco V2. So I got the original one. So now I'm thinking about $50. $50. Now, that doesn't include the Pi or the USB cable or anything like that. It doesn't include the radio, but it works natively with the Alinco DR-X35, so it'll work with the 2 meters, the 220, the 440. I think they may have a 1.2 or a 6 meter. I think they have a 6 meters. They may have a 1.2 gig as well. I don't remember. And the Yaesu FT2600. Others with an optional adapter, see below. They have a TYT TH9000. They have a MaxTrack, which is a Motorola radio. MaxTrack RM. They have a Alinco 9600, a MaxTrack 9600. Several different options on repeaterbuilder.com. This was the first AllStar node that I ever ran ran in my ham shack was the one from Repeater Builder, which connected to the back of an Elinco monoband radio. I need to rebuild this. Again, my Raspberry Pi died on me. I've been running the mobile node in the truck more regularly these days, but I want one in the ham shack too, and this is what we're going to rebuild soon. I should probably make plans to do a video about that. It's fairly simple. All the instructions are right here, and for $50, you just add it to an existing Raspberry Pi and go from there. Hotspot radio. This one is fairly new. Freddie Mac, Ham Radio Crusader, he told me about these. He's got one of these that's running on the back of a repeater, and they have one device here that they call a Hotspot Radio USB device right here. Hotspot Radio USB. This is what I currently have running in my truck. I currently have one of these, $98, does not include the Raspberry Pi. It plugs directly into the USB-A port on the Raspberry Pi, and then you configure it accordingly. It's fairly simple to do. I built a brand new Raspberry Pi 5 with an NVMe hard drive, replaced the SD card so that reboots wouldn't be as detrimental to it, and we added this to that as the AllStar connection, and that is what I've been running in the truck for the last several months, 4 or 6 months, something like that, and it's worked great. No problems, no complaints. It's got its own little antenna. It runs behind the seat in the back of the truck, and I've had very good luck with it. $98 right there. Hotspotradios.com. None of these websites are sponsored or affiliate. These are all non-affiliated websites, and I'm just talking about these because these are some of the best ways to get started on AllStar if you want a turnkey solution that's basically plug and play. Basically, you're going to have to configure a little bit of stuff, but it's easy to do. Freddie Mac has a lot of videos about it. I have several videos about it myself. We'll help you get on AllStar. It's not a problem. It's a really fun mode to be on. Now, as you're charging your AllStar node, or as you're running a secondary battery in your vehicle that runs your AllStar node, which is what I have, although it runs a lot more than just an AllStar node, I recommend Red Odo Batteries. Red Odo Batteries is a new sponsor of this channel. You can save an 8% discount on everything on their website with the coupon code of HAMRadio8. HAMRadio8 gets you 8% off of all of their batteries. Check out redodopower.com. Link will be in the description below. I've got some cool stuff upcoming with Red Odo. You guys are going to see a lot of new videos with their batteries, including in my vehicle and in some battery boxes and some Go kits. Looking really forward to seeing all that. So thank you, Red Odo, for sponsoring the channel. This one is an AllScan node. Now, AllScan makes a piece of software similar to Supermon or to Allmon that runs on a web browser that connects to your AllStar node and tells you all kinds of cool information. If you ever want to see all of the nodes that are connected to my system, you can go to hamradio2.com/AllStar, ALLSTAR. No spaces, no dashes. And you can see my Allmon 3 page. But AllScan also makes some nodes, and during the trip to Hamcation, this is what Tim Grayman Poda from the Grayman Poda Ham Radio channel, this is what he was running. He was running this URI 145 USB radio interface. They got a lot of different options on here. I have not tried these myself. This might be something I pick up soon to make some videos about because I am not that familiar with them. But this is what Tim was running, and he was able to connect into the system and talk to us the whole time. Really good, solid node, and they got a lot of different options here. A lot of different options, a lot of different radios, different types of connections, different types of adapters, and all kinds of good stuff there. So allscan.info is their website. I'll put a link to it in the description below, just like I'm talking about everything else today. If any of you have an AllScan node, I would like to know Tim's the only guy I know who has one. So if any of you have one, put a comment in the video below. I'd like to know your opinion of it. Now, up until now, these 4 right here, that was number 4. So number 1 is Kits for Hams, the SHARI node. Number 2 is the RIM devices from Repeater Builder. Number 3 is the Hotspot radio. Number 4 is the AllScan device, specifically this URI 145, which is right here. URI 145, this is the one Tim has. That one right there. Next, we're going to talk about a couple of nodes that are an all-in-one solution. These are a complete all-in-one solution to get on AllStar and other modes. Now, when this M1KE, this mic, what they call the mic from SharkRF, SharkRF makes the open spot, which is traditionally used to get on DMR, D-Star, System Fusion, P25, all that kind of good stuff. They released this, what they call a mic. It is, if you click on here, it is $412.73 without the sale. A lot of times they run a sale for like holidays and stuff. So this is probably the most expensive device we're going to talk about today. However, there's no RF in it. It's a little computer built into a little device here. It connects to your ambient Wi-Fi, whatever Wi-Fi is near you. And with it, you can get on AllStar, Echolink, DMR, System Fusion, D-Star, NXDN, and I believe P25, and it also has its own independent server, the SharkRF IP Connect server. And it will transcode a lot of those. It transcode D-Star to Fusion, Fusion to DMR, vice versa on all those. But this is one of the few that does all those digital modes, but also does AllStar. Now, some of you are going to come along. I say digital modes like DMR and D-Star, digital voice modes. Some of you will say, well, AllStar digital also. It is, and its type of transmission over the internet is a digital transmission like APRS or WinLink or something like that. But AllStar, unlike DMR, System Fusion, and D-Star, AllStar uses analog voice. So that means any old Baofeng radio or Waxon radio or Kenwood or Yaesu radio that's analog only will work fine with an AllStar node. You don't have to have a specialized radio to work with an AllStar node. You can use any analog radio you want because it's analog voice. So DMR, you have to use a DMR radio unless you use a transcoder. D-Star, you need a D-Star radio. Fusion, you need a Fusion radio. With AllStar, you can use any analog radio. And this device right here is one of the few devices that will allow you to talk into a DMR and digital voice networks and also AllStar. I have one of these. I got it when it was brand new. The price has gone up a couple times since then. But they ran like a holiday sale, Black Friday, Christmas sale, whatnot. And I think they ran like a New Year's sale or something like that. They don't have any sales on right now. If you're wanting to pick up one of these, then keep watch for the sale. So SharkRF.com is where you can find that device. And then the last device here is a Node Ventures ClearNode. And again, the ClearNode, a little bit less expensive than the mic device, but the ClearNode will also connect you to multiple digital voice codecs. Configure your AllStar Echolink, and the ClearNode app allows you to configure your AllStar Echolink and digital credentials. So in other words, your DMR ID, your call sign, and whatnot. The ClearNode will allow you to connect to DMR, System Fusion, and D-Star. I'm not sure how much transcoding it does. These are kind of expensive devices. The mic and the ClearNode are not cheap, not as cheap as some of the earlier devices. But I know a couple guys who have the ClearNode, and they say it's very easy to use. You have an app on your phone. You just control it from an app on your phone. You don't have to SSH into it. You don't have to have a computer to access it. It just works really well with an app on the phone, and they sound great. They sound really good. So if you want the ultimate plug-and-play device, the ClearNode or the SharkRF mic might be the one for you, but it really depends on your budget as well. A couple of honorable mentions that I'll mention here is this DMK Engineering, this URI 9180B with internal EEPROM, only for licensed amateur radio operators. I don't know much about this one. Freddie Mac told me about this one. More research is going to be needed to figure out made in the USA. Look at that. Ooh. This version is only for licensed amateur radio operators only. Please email a call sign to sales@dmkeng.com to qualify for this price. Okay, so I don't know how this differs from some other ones. This is not something I used, but this is something that Freddie Mac told me about, and I really value his opinion. Another one is this Masters Communications. These guys and the repeater builder guys, I think they all got their websites designed by the same front page 2000 editor, but anyway, that's fine. MastersCommunications.com, they have several different DRA series devices, digital USB sound cards, mixers, accessories, and more for WinLink, Varo, Sound Modem, FLDigi, DigiPi, all that kind of good stuff. So you can also get an AllStar connection with one of these devices. I've not used any of these, not familiar with them, but these are more that Freddie Mac told me about and said that he would put on a list if he was making a list of things to use with AllStar. The first 6 are the real ones I wanted to talk about today. I will put a link to them in the description below. You guys can go check that out. I want to know what you're using for AllStar, and I want to know if you're on AllStar. Connect to us on 43136 and talk to us. Again, we had a lot of activity during the drive time to and from Orlando Hamcation in February of 2026. And there's been a lot of activity come back. Several guys got on it for the first time. They talked to us. They've been on it ever since then. I've talked on it every day since being back from Orlando Hamcation. Just short 5-10 minute conversations. We don't have to sit there for 4 hours and hold a large net on it or something. You know, just check in every once in a while. It's totally cool. But it is a repeater system that's active. You have dead repeaters near you. You want to use some repeaters near you? Get on AllStar, connect to 43136, connect to us, and get some repeater activity going in your area. But I want to know what you're using for AllStar. Put a link in the description below. I'll put a link to all these things. Again, non-affiliated, non-associated, non-sponsored links, all 6 of these. I have my recommendations. That is the SHARI node, the Hotspot radio, the repeater builder, and the mic. Those are the 4 that I own, and all of those work great. So pick the one that works best for you. Get on AllStar, and I hope to see you out there. If you like this video, check out these up here. YouTube thinks you want to watch those next. 73 guys, and we'll catch you next time.